welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Riti Kumari and I am back with another video on the OOP series lecture number 13, and here we would be having a quick look on what is polymorphism all about. So basically it is the third pillar of OOP. Considering the prior lectures we have seen about encapsulation as well as abstraction. So basically in this particular video we would be having a quick look on polymorphism. So let's start with the definition first. So basically polymorphism stands polymorphism. So basically polymorphism is made up of two words. First is poly, that means many, and morphism means, so basically something which is having many forms. So polymorphism is the ability to present the same interface for different underlying forms is referred to as polymorphism. So basically you can consider an example. Consider that there is a boy Rahul. So for the teacher, Rahul is a student. For parents, Rahul is a son. For classmates, Rahul is a colleague. So basically as you can see that a same person Rahul is existing many forms, like for teacher he is a student, for parents he is a son, for his classmates he is a colleague. So basically Rahul can exhibit many forms like son, colleague, student at the same time. So basically as you can see here as well, many and forms. So someone who is having many forms are achieving polymorphism. So the ability to present same interface for different underlying forms is referred as polymorphism. So something which is the same thing, the same object which is having many forms is called as polymorphism. So it can exhibit this form as well, it can exhibit this form as well, it can exhibit this form as well, it can exhibit this form as well. So basically polymorphism is the third pillar of OOP, you can say. So before moving forward in the video, are you someone who is looking to upskill yourself? Are you someone who is applying to jobs but getting rejected, even if you are a working professional or a student? So you are at the very right place. Newton School Full Stack Development Program would help you to upskill yourself and get yourself job ready. There are mentors from top-notch companies like Amazon, Google, Flipkart and much more, who would be helping you from the very scratch to develop all the skills and get yourself job ready. There are 1500 plus students who have been placed into 800 plus companies like Google, Flipkart, Zomato, Xiaomi, Razorpay, Snapdeal, TCS and much more. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and apply. The link is in the description. And basically in polymorphism what we say na, something like a same object which is having a different behavior. So we can say that there is one object, there is second object, there is third object, there is fourth object. So these are number of objects, but when the same object, like consider that this object knows dancing, this object knows singing, this object knows poetry, this object knows drawing. Consider this is A, B, C, D. So now there are four objects A, B, C, D. A knows dancing, B knows poetry, C knows drawing, D knows singing, E knows swimming. So considering there are many objects who have many talents, but consider there is an object F which is also good at singing, which is also good at dancing, which is also good at studies. So as you can see that there is a single object but it is exhibiting many forms. So basically this is called as polymorph. So let's have a quick look on types of polymorphism. So basically there are two types of polymorphism. First one is a compile time polymorphism, second one is a runtime polymorphism. So let's have a quick look on what is a compile time polymorphism. So basically a compile time polymorphism is something which is achieved at the compile time. So whenever the compilation of the code takes place, compile time polymorphism is achieved. Also this particular polymorphism is also called as static polymorphism. The second name for this polymorphism is static polymorphism. Now the second type of polymorphism is a runtime polymorphism. So you can say that runtime polymorphism is a polymorphism which is achieved at the runtime, and it is also called as dynamic polymorphism. So basically this is a static polymorphism, this is a dynamic polymorphism. Now let's come to the the parts they are having. So compile time polymorphism is of two type, function overloading, operator overloading, and runtime polymorphism is of one type, that is function overriding. So let's have a quick look on function overloading. So what happens in function overloading is, now I'm just giving you a brief overview, then we would be having a quick look on each type of polymorphism in separate videos. So basically in function overloading what happens now, consider that I am writing a method as add. Okay, I am giving int a, int b. Okay, consider that I am giving this method add and I am adding a and b. Consider for now my value for a is 5 and for b is 6. So the result would be 11. But what if I am giving a value of a as 5 but 6 as 6.5? So for this case, this add method won't be coming into picture. So what I am doing is, I am writing one more. Firstly, I am writing this add method which is having int a and int b. Consider I am writing one more add method in which I am changing the parameters int a and float b. Int a and float b. Now I can do 5 plus 6.5, that would be 11.5. So basically there is one method as add and there is another method with the same name add. Now in the compile time, compiler wants to see that if consider I have created an object of a particular class add. Consider this is a class add which is having two methods. Now I am making an object of add a. Now I am doing a dot add and I am giving 4 and 3. Now this add method is being called outside the class. How compiler would decide that which one is to be supposed to be called, this particular add method or this particular add method? So compiler would be having a look at the parameters which is being passed. So since this is of int type, this is also of int type, so this particular add method would be called. So basically they both have same names. So as you can see, polymorphism, many forms. So the same object when called from a dd4 and 5.5, it will call this particular method. So the same object is exhibiting many forms. So this is called as a polymorphism. And since here the function is being overloaded, like we can give now add int a, int b, add int a, float b, then add float a, float b. Like we can overload it with any of the data types we want. So basically the function overloading takes place. That is the reason it is called as function overloading. Now operator overloading. Consider that I am adding two numbers 5 plus 6, that would give me 11. But what if I am having a number of type complex? I want to add this 4 plus 7i and 5 plus 6i, and I want to use this plus operator. So basically the plus operator when we use from the system, it would show some unknown behavior, or it won't be able to add the imaginary value. So for us there is a real value in a complex number and then there is an imaginary value. So जब एक ऑर्डिनरी एडिशन करते हैं 5 प्लस 6, तब तो हम लोग ये वाला प्लस मेथड बुला लेते हैं तो ऐड चल जाता है. बट व्हेन वी आर हैविंग एन इमेजिनरी फंक्शन, तब क्या करेंगे? बिकॉज इमेजिनरी फंक्शन में तो दो पार्ट्स है, 5 प्लस 6i, 4 प्लस 7i. तो उसका एडिशन के लिए हम लोग क्या करेंगे? तो उसमें हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, ऑपरेटर जो प्लस होता है उसको ओवरलोड कर देते हैं. तो अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे प्लस मतलब क्या करते हैं, ऑपरेटर ओवरलोड कर देते हैं, ठीक है, और ऑपरेटर ओवरलोड कर देते हैं ऐसी फंक्शन के वे में, और देन हम लोग क्या करते हैं, प्लस को कॉल करते हैं ना, तो अब ये वाला ऑपरेटर आता है पिक्चर में, तो ये हमारा कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर को भी अच्छे से इजी वे में प्लस करके दे देता है. तो बेसिकली ये होता है ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडिंग. नाउ यहाँ पे इन डायनेमिक पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म यू कैन से फंक्शन ओवरराइडिंग. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन इनहेरिटेंस इज ना कि समवन इज इनहेरिटिंग प्रॉपर्टीज फ्रॉम देयर पेरेंट्स. सो कंसीडर देयर इज अ क्लास कार विच इज इनहेरिटिंग प्रॉपर्टी. कंसीडर देयर इज अ क्लास नोन एज Hyundai एंड इट इज इनहेरिटिंग प्रॉपर्टीज फ्रॉम द क्लास कार. सो बेसिकली अब क्या होता है ना कि Hyundai का अगर मान लो एक ऑब्जेक्ट बना, तो जब ऑब्जेक्ट बनता है तो जब हम किसी की भी प्रॉपर्टीज इनहेरिट करते हैं तो we get all the data members, we get all the methods. And what if I write the same method in the base class and I write the same method in the derived class? So which particular method would be called by the object? So that particular decision is taken by using the virtual keyword. तो अगर हम लोग किसी भी फंक्शन में virtual keyword दे देते हैं तो उसका फंक्शन कॉल नहीं होता, बल्कि जो नीचे मतलब जो derived class में रहता है जिसमें virtual function नहीं होता उसका basically method call होता है. So what happens is कि consider there is a base class, there is a derived class. In the base class class, if I am giving that particular method or that particular function the virtual keyword, it won't be called. The ones which are not having the virtual keyword like in the derived class would be called, not the base class. So this particular decision is taken in function overriding. So this was all about polymorphism and type of polymorphism. I'll be explaining one type in one lecture so that you can have a proper understanding about each and every type. Till then, if you're someone who is liking my video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel and wants to stay updated about tech related content, off campus job hiring and much more things, can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're someone who is watching this series and have any kind of feedback for me, do comment it down. And if you're liking this series, do share it with your friends so that I also get motivation to make some more series. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing and be safe.